Hi everyone, Kevin here from Golf Guy Reviews, and in this video today I'm going to be giving you my first impressions of the brand new Nike Air Zoom Infinity Tour Shield golf shoes. Now according to Nike, these are winter's worst enemy. So let's find out. Man, it is roasting in here. Now, these currently retail in the UK for £160 or $180 in the US. And if you are thinking about buying a pair, I've included my affiliate links down below. Now, this is just going to be my very first impressions and first look at these shoes. I've worn them around the house for a few hours, so in this video I can certainly let you know how they actually fit and feel on feet, but we are still on lockdown, unfortunately, here in the UK, so it means that I can't actually get out on the golf course and test these shoes to see how they perform out in the real world. But I can definitely go through all the specific details that make up this quite unique shoe. Now, normally I'd start by going over the looks and the design of the shoe, but specifically for this one, I do want to first of all just start off with the fit and the sizing. It's the same as the original Infinity Tour that came out in the summer. I think personally that this comes up small. It is a very, very narrow fit, but also I think it just kind of comes up a little bit small in terms of the length. So personally, I'm a UK 9 and that's what I've got these in. And I need to go up half a size in these. They're just too small for me. My feet are pushing right against the very end of the shoe there. Now, with the Infinity Tour, some people said that they needed to go up half a size. Some people said that actually after a little while, true to size broke in. The thing is with these, I don't think there's going to be much of a breaking in period because you've got all these additional kind of rubberized elements over the top. So I don't think there's going to be that much breaking in. So it's my recommendation to actually go up half a size. In terms of the looks, then I think this is going to be very much a love it or hate it shoe. I've included a link down below in the description to my review that I've done of the Air Max 270G Shield golf shoes, which I think kind of look like a pair of scuba shoes. I wasn't a massive fan of the looks. These, to be fair, I think are better looking. I wouldn't say that they're a good looking shoe. I don't think I could really say that about them. But I think I prefer the style and design of these compared to the 270G Shields. I think I would say that these are a little bit more aggressive, certainly with a combination with the white elements and the big kind of rubber mudguard here, as well as the black sole here, which is the Nike React foam. And then you've got the two zips on the outside and the inside in the ankle area, and I'll cover off those in a little bit in terms of how they fit and feel. But overall, in terms of the looks, it is very aggressively styled. So, you know, let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Do you like the look of this shoe, or is it just a bit too much for you? In terms of some specific detailing, then you can see actually that the Nike swoosh on the side has got this kind of jagged effect there that they have on some of their energy products. And in terms of other details here, you've got this Nike Golf Shield on the tongue, and you've got some details both on the ankle there and some decal there on the inside of the shoe too. In terms of the upper, then you have got the Nike Flyknit material, same as on the original Infinity Tours, but you have got this rubber shroud going over the top, and you can see that there's a couple of layers to it. So first of all, you've got this kind of white section here, which is a bit translucent. If you actually look on this laces bit here, you can kind of see a little bit of the laces underneath there. But then you've also got this black rubber mudguard all the way around the outside of the shoe as well. So actually that part of the shoe will be nice and easy to keep clean. In terms of the texture, you can see that it's got kind of a bit of a kind of grid pattern there on the white section there, you can see. And then as you come up the shoe, then the shroud actually finishes, and then you've got, I was going to say it's exposed Flyknit material, but it feels like it might have kind of a bit of a texture on it as well to make sure that that still is also waterproof on it as well. And then on the back there, that looks pretty similar to the original Infinity Tour. Now, the whole purpose of this shoe is for winter golf, so it's designed to be really, really waterproof. It actually comes with a 2-year waterproof warranty, and they're designed to be easy to clean as well. And you can see that's why you've got this kind of black mudguard all the way around the bottom, and it's nice that you've got the black React foam, because they are going to be nice and easy to keep clean and just kind of wipe off there. In terms of the waterproofness, I'm not going to be able to do my waterproof test on these because, as I said, these don't actually fit me well enough, so I don't want to go pouring water all over them. But the 270 Shields that I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, they were totally waterproof, and I've got no doubt that these are going to be totally waterproof as well. In terms of the waterproofness, actually, you can kind of see that you've got very, very kind of sturdy grips there, and then you've got this kind of element on the inside of the zip too to help make sure that there's no water going to get through there. Actually, that element on the other side is then padded as well, and that goes right across your ankle, but I'll come on to how that feels in a little bit. Next up, I wanted to talk about the actual fit of the shoe and how it locks down around your foot, because this is doing some things that I've never really seen golf shoes do before. So first of all, quite clearly, you have got these big zips on the side, And you know, they feel quite nice and chunky, and they give you a decent amount of kind of access into the shoe. On the inside of those zips there, you've got this padding material. I don't know if you're going to be able to make that out there. Now that does feel nicely padded on the ankle area, but what I would say is that it might cause a little bit of rubbing. Certainly if you're not used to wearing shoes that come that high up on your ankle, certainly they did rub my ankles a little bit. Not to the point of blistering, but certainly to the point that I could feel that they were there. Also, in terms of lockdown, you've got this kind of elasticated toggle system on the front. Now, I've got to admit, maybe I'm just having a bit of an off day, but I can't see how I get these kind of toggles to make the shoe fit any tighter. When I pull this bit at the top here, which has got a little button, so you know, you can move this part up and down the shoe, which I'm demonstrating really badly here, but I can't figure out how to actually get it so it locks down the shoe any better. That being said, it doesn't really bother me that much, I don't think, because these are a very tight fitting shoe. As I said in earlier, and same with the Infinity Tour, that actually your foot will feel really tight and close locked in here. So I don't know how much extra adjustment you're going to need. If you've got a particularly wide foot, or you like the feeling of having lots of room in your shoe, these are probably not going to be for you. Also, in regards to these elasticated toggles, they are going to get absolutely filthy. Certainly if this shoe is specifically designed to be used out in the really, really harsh winter conditions, would it not have made more sense for these actual laces to be black rather than white? They're just going to get really, really dirty, and I think pretty hard to keep clean. But you know, what do I know? I don't design golf shoes. Another thing to mention with the support of this shoe, and that's in regards to actually the stability in this ankle area. Now, in the original version, in my review, which again I've included links down in the description below too, I actually was really disappointed with the original Infinity Tour because I felt that it was really lacking in stability because the material around the front of the ankle was just too loose. And when you couple that with the fact that this is a very narrow shoe that sits quite tall on the thick foam and the Air Zoom, I felt that it just didn't give me the stability that I really wanted. With these, actually, the stability seems to have improved quite a bit because you're definitely using firmer materials in that ankle area, and you've got so much more material coming up and supporting your ankle. You've got a lot of padding there in the middle of the shoe with the foam, and so definitely you feel a lot more supported, and I feel that this is a more stable shoe than its original summer version. However, there's a big caveat with that, and that's around this heel area here. Now, the issue that I've got is that if you're not used to wearing shoes that really come high up your heel, like me, then actually this starts to rub really, really quickly. So you've not really got any additional padding that goes right to the very top of the shoe. All the padding is kind of, you know, a centimetre or two further inside the shoe. What that means is that this top collar here was really rubbing on my ankles, even when I was just wearing them around the house just for a couple of hours. So definitely on the golf course, these are going to give me issues straight out of the box, and I'm going to need to make sure that I'm going to have to bring a pair of plasters with me and kind of, you know, get my feet used to wearing these shoes. Let me know down in the comments, do you think that would be a problem for you? Or are you just used to wearing higher kind of boot-like shoes? So quickly, I just wanted to talk about the comfort underfoot. So you've got in this full-length React foam. So that is a nice soft foam. On top of that, you've also got a full-length Air Zoom pocket. So that is very, very soft and squidgy as well. And then on top of that, you've also got 3 additional Air Zoom pockets. You've got a big one in the heel and then 2 smaller ones at the front, and they all just sit directly under these unique spikes. So in terms of softness, I would say that this is a very, very soft and comfortable golf shoe underfoot. Your feet are going to thank you for choosing these shoes. Also, as I've kind of shown you there, you've got these unique piston spikes. So exactly the same sole plate that you get on the Summer Infinity Tour versions. So you've got here these kind of movable spikes that kind of go up and down. And yes, they're spikes because they protrude such a long way from the shoe, but they are not replaceable. So these are permanently on the shoe. Now, I've so far not heard anyone actually say that anyone has damaged them or snapped them off. I've not seen anything like that, but it was always a concern in the back of my mind that actually if they wear out or if you break them, you can't actually replace them. Out on the course, when I did use these shoes, and I did find that actually they did give me quite a good amount of grip. I was impressed with the amount of kind of traction that I was getting. Again, I'm not going to be able to specifically test these out on the course because these simply don't fit me, so I've got to send them back, as well as the fact that we're in lockdown here in the UK. So there you go, that's my quick first look at the brand new Nike Infinity Tour Shield golf shoes. In terms of a takeaway from them, I would say that the looks are definitely going to divide a lot of people, and you're either going to really like the fact that these are going to stand out or not so much. Another thing that I did think actually when I was actually trying on these shoes and wearing them around the house is that if you wear a normal pair of golf shoes, you're not going to be able to see all this kind of design here anyway. You kind of lose, you kind of can't see the zips or anything above it. So then they just look like a bit of a kind of strange, odd looking, clumpy pair of golf shoes when you can't see the fact that these actually go right up your ankle. And actually that's another thing that I was thinking about. In terms of actually using this kind of boot style design, who are these golf shoes for? Because I would hazard a guess to say that anyone who actually uses boot style golf shoes probably aren't going to necessarily like the outlandish look and aggressive styling of these. And also, anyone who does like the aggressive styling of these probably aren't going to be the type of golfer that actually uses a boot golf shoe. Let me know down in the comments, have I got that completely wrong? Or have Nike actually missed a bit of a trick in regards to the marketing and the look of this shoe? If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, I've included a link to my full review of the Air Max 270G Shield golf shoes, as well as the summer version of the Infinity Tour. And if you did find it helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date with all my latest reviews of golf shoes, clothing and tech right here on Golf Guy Reviews.